What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Walking Dead, season 5, episode 8 recap episode entitled Coda, or Coda, C-O-D-A. This way, learn I can't read. Rick Grimes seeks a peaceful arrangement where rules and morals are tossed aside by new enemies. Um, this was one of the more slow-moving, sappy, uh, mid-season finales or season finales, because to me that's what it is. 8 episodes, that's a season, right? Short season. um this was one of the more sad, slow ones since season 2, I think, or season 3, whatever. Season 2, or no, season 3, I can't remember, when Sophia walked out of the barn all zombified. All right, well, let's get into it. So where do we start? How did it start? Don't even remember. That's how, like, not exciting and super crazy like the mid-season finales usually are, or at least have been in the past. I remember Father Gabriel was out walking about, um, for no reason, it seemed, but he actually did have a reason. He wanted to see where the hunters were and if they really did eat people, if they were bad people. So he had like mixed feelings, I guess you could say. So he gets there, and poor Bob's foot is still on the um, makeshift barbecue grill, I guess you could say. The little grill, square metal fence thing they had set up. He's looking at it. They had a Bible with them that he found there, and some pictures and a backpack. Bible was in the backpack. Um, then he saw the foot. That was the black guy's foot with maggots and char and all sorts of nastiness. The zombies that were in the school's hallway door, or main entrance door, I guess, or side entrance with the glass that they have been hitting on since the hunters were there, finally cracks and breaks. He runs back to the um, church asking for help. Help, let me in. So basically the same thing that happened to him before, where he had his people trapped outside and they're screaming for help to let him in, while they're slowly getting eaten by walkers and crashing into the wall. You'll burn for this. Um, Michonne is in the church with Carl and the baby. The baby's in like a makeshift, I forget what they're called. Sorry, I'm not a parent, but it's like a backpack sort of, but for a baby. And Carl's trying to pull off the wood that they hammered in to protect the reinforce the church. The Father Gabriel put out one of the what is it called? Why am I blanking? Uh, Not the piano, the organ. Yeah, one of the organ pipes to get into the entrance by the door. Michonne grabs an axe. She has a baby in a backpack on her back, and she's so try to swing an axe, but put a baby in a bag on your back. Is what she did, and she whacked the thing until they could pull it on. They get him in there. They go down the hole. They do a big U-turn, barricade the church from the outside now, and tie it with the belt around the doorknobs to hold it closed. Much like they tied the wrists of the hunter man from Terminus with the seatbelt. Um, how it actually opened was Officer Lanson running with his arms zip tied behind his back, and then a car behind him, and then he's like trying to, like, I don't know if anybody on The Walking Dead has ever been arrested with zip ties, or arrested for a riot with zip ties, those things, or even had to cut a zip tie. Like when you buy electronics and they're zip tied in the back, those things are hard to cut. So the guy's got him hands like tied behind his back with a zip tie, and he's on the metal part, the smooth bent metal part of a ram on the cop car. Uh, Rick was actually chasing him. Jumps in the car, chases him. He tells him, "Stop, stop." Last chance, hits him with the car. Guy's talking to him a little bit. He ends up shooting him in the face because he's saying, "Help me, you broke my back, you sick son of a bitch," type of thing. You're all gonna die anyway. So Rick just shoots him. Um, while Beth is getting along with Diana, I think her name was Diane, the main bitch police officer. Sorry for my foul language, but she was the mean one, Mrs. Grinch. Um, Talking about how people got used or how it works and how they saved Beth's life and how they saved Carol's life and how she knows Carol, that she knows that lady, and how she knows that she killed the rapist cop guy, and she's been protecting her. Another cop stands in the shadows. Beth was sitting in the elevator shaft to be alone. Um, the other cop, not the trick cop, but the other one, is in the shadows emerging while Diane's talking to Beth about how she's been protecting her and blah 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 blah, because she asked her about Officer Harrison before, and they get into a struggle because they, like, "You're serious? This is what you were doing now?" They get in a struggle. The main cop chick kicks him away, and he goes to the elevator shaft kind of like that, and Beth pushes him in to the elevator shaft to the swarm of zombies below. That's the first time Beth ever killed somebody, like an actual person. Um, Maggie's group with Abraham and Rita and that one girl and Eugene and Glenn show up right as these zombies are trying to break through with the hand and the thing, like that they did 2 seasons or 3 times in the show now, with the board and the zombies and the hands coming through. The like the plot holes. Abraham's driving the fire truck and he goes straight through the pipe organs, through the wood steps leading up to the church in the fire truck, and the fire truck is fine. They jump out. Maggie and Michonne kind of lock eyes. She smiles, and they're like, "Where's everybody else?" And they're in the hospital in Grady. Beth is alive. Maggie shows a huge amount of emotion. She cries and she's happy and she can't believe it. Like, this is the most emotion she showed since Beth's been gone. After they watched their dad get his head chopped off. They jump back to Rick and them, and they're still trying to make a plan. One of the cop chick that's with them is with it. Rick Graham shows up with the 2 cops come, and he's like, "My name's Officer." He has his hands up, and he's trying to make a deal with them. They accept the deal. Carol woke up from her coma. She barely moved her head for a little bit when Beth and Dan were talking in her room about how things work. That's sort of figuring out you just use people so you don't have to deal with your shit, which a lot of people do. I've dealt with that personally, so I get it. Basically, you're gonna make a deal. She's the best stuffs a pair of scissors into her cast, and that's a pretty poor made cast. And they're getting dressed. They go make a deal. They go 1 for 1. They Carol first. Then they get Beth. This is a big mid-season finale. I kind of knew they weren't gonna get into a big epic battle. Shouldn't have said that, but hey, they don't get in a big epic battle. I started slowly slouching in my chair while I was watching, so I got slower, just like, oh, this is big epic battle in February, I guess. They're gonna go. Diana's about Officer Lanson, who Rick ran over with the car, broke his back and shot him. Um, they all lie and say he got eaten by walkers. That's too bad. Uh, Diane asks for Noah. They say no. He says it's okay. Uh, Bess is waiting, hugs him, and she's looking at Diane like, "You fucking serious?" And she says, "I need you to come back," because that's what she was talking about before. Previously in the episode, um, he can't come. They always come back basically. That's no, he's going home. So, and Rick brought back the old line, "You can't come back, Bob," before he shot the guy. So hey, you can't come back, Bob. Uh, Bess pulls out the scissors, stabs her in the like right here. She gets Diane. She stabbed Diane since she said that I knew you'd come back to Noah. She stabs her, and since I get it now, before she stabs her, uh, Diane shoots her. Rick shoots her. Everyone's kind of in a standoff, and it gets real slow down. Like if you ever played Call of Duty, when you get hit by the stun gun and it goes whoosh, flash white, and it gets real slow, and you get the slows down like that. Everybody's kind of freaking out. They're pointing guns at each other. The one who made up the lie about Officer Larson getting eaten gonna take over the hospital basically because they're in a standoff, and she makes everybody stop and just. It was all Diane. It was all her. We didn't have anything to do with this. Um, the weird thing is, it's okay. You're gonna just take Beth's dead body because they do. Daryl starts crying. Carol's crying. Daryl's gonna carry her out. My whole thing was like, wait a minute, you're just gonna let these people who kidnapped Beth. I think they hit her with a car too, probably, but I don't know what they did to her. Somehow she messed up her arm. Her shirt was kind of bloody too. They ran Carol over. Rick and everyone knows they ran Carol over, but hey, we're just gonna go now. It was pretty sad. My mom ended up crying. I was kind of just like, oh wow, well, that's what their setup was. Okay. Um. So Daryl's carrying her out of the hospital. Maggie's there with a smile on her face because they're slow motion walking in, uh, taking out some zombies. Slow motion, not slow motion, but like you can't really hear. There's a sad song playing over it. Um, Maggie drops to her knees, screams no, crying as Daryl's carrying her. That's kind of how it ends, but not really. There's a cliffhanger at the end. Morgan's still walking in the woods, following the markings on the trees from the hunters. He gets to the hunter camp at the school. Turns around, he keeps walking. He goes to the church. He finds a cross, picks a nice shiny silver cross, picks it up, sets it up, puts down a wrapped treat, like like a Twinkie, but not a Twinkie. Chocolate covered thing in the wrapper still. He sets it down. He gets one bullet and a lucky rabbit's foot. So it's like a nice little prayer. Steps forward, finds the map. It's the map to Washington where they were going, and then it reads the note and it says Rick Grimes at the bottom. And that is how it ends. So this is where I end. Sorry these were kind of long. Even when I didn't think they were going to be that long, I apologize. But that's the end of Walking Dead till February. I'm gonna do a Black Friday video tomorrow or this week actually. I'm still waiting on a couple things in the mail. It should be in the next couple days, so come back for that. American Horror Story recap coming up on Wednesday. I'm gonna get all caught up. Recap video and then do a review of the latest episode. If you're watching this, watch the Black Friday video when it comes out in a few days, because there's going to be something you'll like, and then leading towards something Walking Dead related. Peace. Thanks for watching.